Welcome to Dice Control Dojo. I'm Phil, and I practice daily, even on vacation, to get better and hopefully share my tips with you so you can get better at the casino. Today we're talking about visualization, something I haven't even talked about until yesterday, but it's something that's very important. I was going to talk about it more when we get closer to going to Vegas, but I want to talk about it. During many of my coaching sessions, one of the important parts of it is your mental game. So we talk a lot about muscle memory and how we set up the throw and get set up and making sure your hands and your wrists and your elbows and your upper body is all set, right? We also talk about how you set with your feet and your legs and your hips and your back so that we're all in unison and we have muscle memory. Your brain, as you work over and over and over, develops a synapse that gets your body prepared for a throw, even if you're not thinking about it. So this is a day-to-day basis. So what's the mental muscle memory? What's the mental memory that you're trying to create here? With visualization, visualization is what a lot of sports athletes use when they're preparing for a match, or they're preparing for golf, or they're preparing for a shot. What they're doing is they're thinking about what that shot's going to look like before they throw it. And bear with me, I know this concept is crazy to some people for the first time hearing this, but a visualization is what you're mentally looking at over and over, thousands of throws. And what you're doing is you're creating an image of what that throw is going to look like when you're done. So let me explain. So when you're practicing, right, we do a lot of things for muscle memory, and it's repetition over and over and over again. When I go to grab the dice, and we're talking about your breathing, right, and getting centered. Well, centered is also, you're trying to center your brain and focus, right? You got to bring back your focus. That's why when I work with my feet on making sure they're positioned in my legs and my hip and my back, that's a mantra getting me into the zone to relax and be able to throw with the relaxed muscles for me to achieve a successful throw. So as with pitching or a golf shot, right? Before I throw that down there, on every throw, I'm visualizing what that shot is going to look like. I'm visualizing that I have the 3-3-5-5 up top. I'm visualizing me grabbing the dice, right, nice and lightly. I'm picturing myself do the turn and relaxing my fingers and almost letting the thumb go, right? Then I'm visualizing that this dice is going to go in the air and have a little backspin, land right on the target I want, up and down, and hopefully I'm visualizing a 3-3. So my shots are always visualizing a 3-3. I want a 6. I don't get a 6 every time. I barely get a 6 every time. But on my visualization before the throw, I am visualizing this throw. I'm visualizing how that throw is going to be before I throw it. So say you throw the dice, you're at the casino, right? And you give a nice throw, and it's 8, okay? So then when people are doing the payouts, right? This is why it's another important thing for your payouts to know what you're doing immediately. So throw your dice down. Now you're going to be centered back, and the dice are in the middle. The stick guy has it. He's going to be throwing to you. One thing that you can do to calm yourself down and relax is do a visualization. Your visualization is going to look like, while he's doing that, I'm thinking, all right, I'm relaxing. I'm visualizing that the 3-3 is going to be on the top. I'm visualizing it come across. I'm visualizing my toss. I'm visualizing the angle in the air and how the dice are going to land right on that chip. It's going to go up into the back, sit, and it's going to be a 3-3. That's my mantra each and every time that dice comes over to me. And you have to picture this. The reason you're doing this is for positive energy. You want to attract your body to be in a positive sense. If it's negative, there's going to be tension somewhere, right? You're tense in the hips, you're tense in the legs, you're tense in your fingers, your wrists. You have to release that negativity by having a positive energy, saying, I'm going to throw a 3-3. I'm going to throw a 3-3. So my coaches have said, before you throw and you see in that 3-3, visualize when you're looking at where you're going to put your landing spot, right? Visualize that throw. What does that throw look like? How is it going to go? And how is it going to land? And what is the results going to be? Is it a 3-3? Picture it. That way, your whole body is going to relax and absorb that. And it really is. I know it seems ridiculous, but isn't everything I'm doing in this video series ridiculous? From muscle memory to making sure you have the right circle, to making sure your release points are okay. Every single thing that I do has a little bit better energy to try and get what you want to throw. So I don't think it's crazy that in your brain, mentally, for your muscle memory, your mental memory is to visualize the number you want to throw, okay? Even if it doesn't happen, you want to create that image of the throw before the throw, so that when you do go to do the throw, it'll do what your body and your brain are aligned to do. So it's very important. Muscle memory is important, and you create these synapses. But your mental memory is ideally important too, so that when your brain is creating all these synapses for the perfect throw, your brain is thinking of that exact same throw. You're visualizing it. I'm having some positive energy going into this throw. I want it to be a successful throw. So I'm exerting my brain. I'm visualizing right before I throw what that's going to look like. Now, when I mean before the throw, I mean while the stick guy has the dice, they're still doing payouts. You have your new payout. You have all your bets out there, and now you got to relax, right? So you're breathing, right? You're relaxing. We'll talk about that breathing techniques too, but while you're breathing, that's when you're visualizing what your throw is going to look like. Okay, not what you've done in the past, not what you need to correct or worried about what you need to throw. Just visualize, okay, I'm going to throw a 3-3. That's what I'm going to do. I'm putting it in the atmosphere that this is going to be a 33. And so I'm thinking it and I'm visualizing it. Now when you go into your routine, your muscle memory and your mental memory are aligned, and hopefully you do the same throw that you want to do each and every time. So I can't stress enough that with thousands of throws, you got to visualize that throw. I have it on my unit on when I'm throwing, what I'm looking for each and every throw. So the dice is coming, the dice is with the stick guy. The first thing I'm doing is making sure I'm relaxed, doing some deep techniques. I am saying, where is my landing zone? It's going to be right there. Okay, I'm looking at it. Now I'm visualizing getting that dice. I'm visualizing I'm going to get them. I'm going to do the turn. I'm going to relax. I'm visualizing the throw, and it's going to land, and it's going to be a 33. All right, that's my visualization technique right before those dice come over. Now, once they come over, I just follow my memory of my muscle and my mental memory. And hopefully, I throw it the exact same way. Hey, you're not always going to throw a 33. I get that. But visualize what you want and keep your energy positive. When you start getting negative energy, that's when something's going to tense up, whether it's in your brain or whether it's in your body. I've seen it 1,000 times, and people can't tell me any different. When you have negative energy at a table, or you have negative energy in yourself, you're going to throw negative energy. It's going to rear its ugly head. So you have to be positive each and every day. All right? So when you practice a mental memory, that's something you have to practice every day too. So when you're doing your 36 throws at the end of the hour session, when I'm looking at my landing zone, I'm visualizing those dice coming over to me. I'm visualizing this exact same routine each and every time. My brain is thinking 33 when I release. When I release, if hopefully it's a 33. Sometimes it comes up and it shocks the hell out of me, but hey, that's something you need to practice each and every day. So I hope this helped. I know it's crazy, and I just want to make sure, no matter what you're doing, whether it's craps or golf or throwing a baseball or bowling, you're visualizing that before you go. This tips works for any type of practice. When you're at the golf course, when you're in the driving range, what is that drive going to look like, and how do you drive? Visualize hitting that ball, visualize where it's going to go. Okay, that's a positive energy. That's something that is visualization, and it's something I was taught in a couple of my sessions that I learned from, and my craps crew and I are very positive to it. So join me tomorrow. We're going to talk about breathing techniques. Hopefully, while we were talking about these visualization, what does that look like each and every day? The breathing techniques, whether you're at the casino or whether you're practicing or before you go to the casino, what does that mental game look like so we can have a good mental memory? So join me tomorrow, and as always, the best way to make a lot of money at the casino is to throw for a long, long time.